This is the Cultivate the Witness meditation. So find yourself a safe, comfortable space where you won't be disturbed for the next 20 minutes or so. Good. Now, close your eyes. Give yourself permission to spend this time on yourself. O nobly born, take your place on the earth. Take a nice big deep breath in. Hold the breath. Drop your shoulders. Feel the breath inside you. And feel all the stress, tension and negativity dissolve into the breath. And on the out-breath, breathe it away. On each out-breath, feel it being swept away from your mind, swept away from your body, swept away from the room, the building, swept away across all of the lands and all of the seas to the farthest point imaginable and beyond. And feel where you're resting and allow that surface to support you. And feel the support of the earth, that safe, gentle, healing connection. And take another deep breath in. Hold the breath, drop your shoulders. Feel the breath inside you. And feel all the stress, tension and negativity dissolve into the breath. And on the out-breaths, breathe it away. Feel it, see it being swept away from your mind, away from your body, away from the room and the building, away across all of the lands and all of the seas to the farthest point imaginable and beyond. And take another deep, deep breath in, filling your body with air. Hold the breath, drop your shoulders, feel the breath inside you. Feel the breath inside you as all the stress, tension and negativity dissolves into the breath. And on the out-breaths, breathe it away. See it being swept away from your mind, away from your body, away from the room and the building, away across all of the lands and all of the seas to the farthest point imaginable and beyond. And now, become aware of your breath at the level of your nose. Just cool on the in-breath in your nostrils, warmer on the out-breath. No need to breathe deeply. You're not exerting yourself. Just let the breath fall in and out at the level of your nose. Now become aware of the breath at the level of your chest. So your chest rises slightly on the in-breath and falls on the out-breath. Good. Now become aware of the breath at the level of your abdomen. So your belly rises gently on the in-breath and falls on the out-breath. And now, just be aware of the out-breath. Don't worry about the in-breath. Just be aware of the out-breath. And let your mind slip down the out-breath and off the edge of the out-breath into the space between breaths. Let your mind slip down the out-breath, off the edge, into the space between breaths. And it's in this space between breaths that you're now building a safe place. A safe place where you can rest your weary mind. A safe place where you can watch your thoughts. Where you can watch the drunken monkey mind. So what are you thinking? Oh, and you may be aware of all kinds of thoughts there. And all you do is you say, in your mind, there's a thought, and then you go back to the space between breaths. You don't judge it, you don't feed it, you don't go along with its story. You just say, there's a thought, and go back to the space between breaths. And that's all there is to it. That's cultivating the witness. Separating out a part of your mind that doesn't engage with the thoughts. And it's always thoughts that bring us grief, sadness, fear, doubt, the plans, the worries, the hopes. Just gently, over time, separating out from that and resting in that safe place between breaths. So as you continue to cultivate the witness, I invite you at the same time to notice the softness at the soles of your feet. And that softness spreads to your toes and your heels, drifting into your ankles, and the softness moving into your calves and into your shins, softness filling both of your knees. As you cultivate the witness, there's a thought, back to the space between breaths. Now the softness fills your thighs, the marrow of your thigh bones, the front, sides, and back of the thighs. And the softness seeps into your hips, your pelvis, your thighs, bones. And as the softness moves into your belly, you notice how hard and tight your belly was before. As you cultivate the witness, there's a thought, back to the space between breaths. And the softness moves into your lower back and seeps into your upper back. And your back spreads like treacle on a plate. And now the softness moves into your chest and fills your chest and fills your great heart within. And the softness makes your shoulders sag and makes your arms grow heavy, loose and limp, all the way down past your elbows, past your wrists, down to the tips of all of your fingers and both of your thumbs. And now the softness fills your neck and your throat. The softness makes your jaws sag. Your chin and your lips grow soft and all inside your mouth, your tongue. Your cheeks are soft as clouds now, so are your ears. So is your nose. And the tiny muscles around your eyes soften. Your temples, soft as clouds. Your eyelids, your eyeballs, your eyebrows, and the space between soften. As you cultivate the witness, there's a thought, back to the space between breaths. and your forehead grows smooth and soft, and your scalp, front, sides, back, down the back of your neck, soft as a cloud, and the softness of the crown of your head moves down, fills your head and your neck and your torso. Softness moves down the inside, down your legs, down to the soles of your feet. Good. And now I'm going to give you some affirmations, some positive thoughts. And it's your job to look out for any part of you that disputes, that argues, that disagrees with these positive thoughts. And your very important task is to beam loving kindness at that part of you. Beam loving kindness as though it were being beamed to a beloved person or pet. And then you see, it won't have to shout to get your attention, it won't have to send you symptoms. So, we begin. Repeat in your mind, in the most compassionate, merciful, tender, loving voice. May I be safe. May I be safe. May I be well in mind and body. May I be well in mind and body. May I be free from suffering. May I be free from suffering. May I be happy and at ease. May I be happy and at ease. May I be peaceful. May I be peaceful. May I be filled with loving kindness. May I be filled with loving kindness. And now, just notice if that space between breaths has grown just a little wider. Has it grown just a little longer, a little deeper? And as each day goes by and you practice cultivating the witness, just saying there's a thought and going back to this safe space between breaths, everything changes. You begin to notice and quiet your mind. And as the days and weeks and months and years go by, everything changes for the better. And if there's any part of you that disagrees, you know what to do. You beam loving kindness and go back to the space between breaths. And what you may care to do in future is to score your stress level before and after doing this Cultivate the Witness. So you've got evidence of how quiet your mind's becoming. So, have a good day.